Yeah, okay. So $90 billion is a lot of money to a lot of people. It keeps you guys on your toes. And when markets move and change and coronavirus hits, obviously fund managers like yourself, you're forced to take action to prevent losses. What did you do? So March 2020, coronavirus hit. As a fund, what did you guys do within your fund and your pool
Yeah.
when that first sort of hit?
Yeah, it's such a good question, and I touched on it. I sort of hinted at this earlier, but I'll make the point again. We focus on absolute returns. We also focus on capital preservation. That's a core objective for our global portfolios, is protecting clients' capital in down markets.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, we had a pretty severe drawdown back in March. And so if I take a step back, I touched a couple of times in the conversation suggesting we restrict our universe to very high quality businesses.
Yep.
One of the other restrictions we apply to our universe is liquidity. So we want very high quality, but also very liquid investments such that we can, if we think it's appropriate, move out of those positions very quickly. And we tend not to do that very much. We're not traders, we're investors, but certain events happen, such as coronavirus, and you want to change the risk settings of a portfolio pretty dramatically. And that's what we did back in early March in the global fund and the high conviction portfolios. Effectively in a night or two, we kind of moved from a mid-single digit level of cash in the portfolios. And a couple of days later, we were sitting in the global fund close to 17% cash, in the high conviction strategy at sort of 20 to 28% cash.
Mm-hmm.
So we have the ability to move, even though we are managing, we're very fortunate to manage a very large amount of clients' money.
Yep.
That insistence on liquidity means we can move and shift to a much more defensive posture like we did in March very quickly.
Yep. Okay. And then does that come back to the old saying that cash is king when it's a down market, gives you the great opportunity to buy great businesses at an even better valuation?
Yeah, I mean, that's part of the logic. I'd say the primary reason we're doing it is just to protect clients' capital.
Yep.
And there's a couple of tools available to do that, and cash is one of those tools, but it's also changing the composition of the equities within the portfolio as well. So maybe trimming some of the higher growth, higher beta, higher risk cyclical investments towards more of your stable, steady, defensive investments. So it's not just cash. Cash obviously does provide us a lot of optionality now, but it's more than cash as well. There's things that we can do within the portfolio to add further defensiveness beyond just the cash move.
Yeah, there is. Yep. And that's part of what you do when you're running your own portfolio. And for anyone out there that might be trying to run their own portfolio, you've normally got a few different investments within there as well, but you don't have to just go to cash to create a defensive allocation. There's a lot more ways you can tweak your portfolio to create your own defensiveness.